Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, PrincetonTrader.com, here for NTMarkets.com with your Friday morning pre-market webcast. Okay, so daily chart of the ES. We've been talking about this volatility expansion. We've been talking about price coming up to that third standard deviation Bollinger Band. It did that twice, and as I mentioned yesterday, when you have the entire day outside of the Bollinger Bands, it's really not sustainable. And what we're seeing here is price come back inside the bands. Is that bearish? No, that's statistics. What has to happen now is if the bears are serious, they need to push. They need to follow through. They need to put a couple of days together. They haven't put a couple of days together since February 20th and February 21st. The bears have accomplished absolutely nothing by going from a breach of the third standard deviation Bollinger Band back to 1580. Okay, that's profit taking. What the bears need to do, they have taken out yesterday's low, and that's a good thing. If they were able to close below 1580, that would be even better. So I'll be watching today to see if there's any bearish follow through. You would have to imagine on a Friday after 4 big up days and a very big up week, I mean that there's going to be some profit taking today into the weekend. That just makes sense. If there's any genuine selling that goes along with that profit taking that can keep price down, then we can start talking about potential pullbacks to the middle band down at 1557. But a big level for me today is the 76 area. Any pullback to 76 should bounce at least on the first time through. If bears are able to take 76 and hold it as resistance, then they would be able to likely push this market down a little farther. If you're a bull, you'd like to stay above 84. If you can stay above 84, then you've pretty much won the day. You would also continue to be living outside of the second standard deviation Bollinger Bands, and at that point, the bands would continue to expand, price would catch up to the bands, and then you would be looking at a potential Bollinger Band ride, which is what you want if you're a bull. In looking at the pivots today, and you get the pivots every day here at PrincetonTrader.com. There's a couple interesting features up on the website today. I did an interview yesterday with Mike Yorba over at the Traders Network. That's posted up on the website. We talked about the ES, we talked about oil, we talked about gold. I gave him a target yesterday of 1526 in gold, and I'm not taking credit for it because I did not think it would happen in one day. I really didn't. But gold is in serious distribution, and it's very difficult to see anything more than a couple day bounce in gold as it continues to kind of ride that Bollinger Band lower and stair step down after first doing 1900 back in 2011, then 1800, and gold is correcting. For the ES pivots, you've got the daily up at 87. That absolutely cannot be lost today. They cannot trade above 87 today. If they trade above 87 today, new highs will be soon to follow. 78, we just bounced off 78. There's a 3-day. You got double pivots down 70, 71. I would use a 70, 71 as a support zone if 76 is lost. So your support zone's coming down 78, 75, 3-dayer, then 76, then 70, 71. We always keep an eye on the 45-day pivot. That comes in today at 1554. Peak price 1593. So 39 handles. Not overbought. Still very neutral from a long-term pivot perspective. So you have your levels. If you're long and you're not taking profits after the last 4 days, you need to take some profits. If you shorted the top yesterday, around up in the 90 area, take some. I mean, you just did 10 handles on a nice little overnight short scalp. Cover some. Don't make any big bets today. We are up near all-time highs, and we're outside of bands. And I think everybody, both sides, very nervous. And we could, tend to get a fairly whippy trade today on a Friday. So everybody have a good one. Have a fantastic weekend. Mike Vacchi, PrincetonTrader.com for NTMarkets.com. I'll be back Monday morning with another webcast. Trade them well, everybody.